while you're going to find yourself in a shitty
Right, well,
situation.
we're
9
going live
11,
again. Why not?
the fact that the United States had a lack of imagination for that kind of attack is why we were caught with our pants down. And that was the gist of the 9/11 report. So, again, guys, as a prepper in the prepper community, I try to think of anything and everything. Just so that when it happens, I can actually adapt to it and or react to it accordingly. When you are taken by surprise and you're like, shit, that's the moment where your brain's trying to figure out what to do. And that moment can last up to a second to like a minute or two too long trying to process what the hell's going on. This is why I talk about these things, not because I'm trying to scare people. I'm trying to let you guys realize, or have you guys realize, excuse me, that anything is fucking possible. And as we are seeing a lot of these threats, I'm doing a separate video on that, and you're going to see some of those threats in the video, you're going to be like, holy shit, this is fucking real. And this is getting bad, and it's not even funny anymore. And again,
Still
the
good.
shaving your head, when I saw that, I
I
was
hope
like,
that's still good.
okay. But then the
No,
not
he just
having sex,
that they just connected
not
again.
dating, because of an election, something is wrong, and it's in their eyes. And I would like for help to identify
Yeah.
what
What the
this
fuck?
is, because this isn't funny anymore. It was funny after the election. It's not funny now come Sunday, whatever the fuck it is, the 9th or the 10th. It isn't funny anymore. It's just
If I
like, this is getting
disconnect the
out of control.
headsets from the headphones, why do they not?
Anyway,
Why do
guys,
they
this
reconnect?
is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for
Makes
watching.
no fucking sense. Let's just watch that one.
Something is definitely wrong. I just don't know what the end game is. So, guys, upon Donald Trump's winning of the election, this is going to be a short video. Something is definitely off with people. Now, I've done videos like this before talking about the world as a whole. But looking at people's reaction to Donald Trump winning is very, very scary. It's not even funny anymore. Like, obviously, a lot of us, we woke up the next morning waiting to see how liberals are going to react to his win, and a lot of us turned into The View. Now, I didn't get to watch The View, but I heard that was their highest rating episode in a long time, because obviously all the conservatives and everybody who voted for Trump wanted to see this meltdown on national TV. But it is not funny anymore. So when I did the video yesterday, releasing the video yesterday, talking about the threat of people going after people that voted for Trump, or at the very least Republicans, that threat is real. And I'm doing another video on that, releasing it tomorrow. But today, I need to talk about the way they're reacting. There's something wrong. I mean, when you look at these videos, guys, you look at their eyes and focus on their eyes. Something isn't right. And it doesn't make sense. And it doesn't make sense that there are so many irrational people. It's one thing to have a few people, act a fool, cry, carry on. All right.
I'm chewing my
But
fingers
the
up listening to him, but he ain't wrong.
reactions of now people talking about poisoning people, talking about offing people because they voted for Trump. There's a guy that stopped talking to his fucking entire family because Trump won. You got a guy that seemingly killed his entire family because he was scared about Trump's America. And I'm like, wait a second. His whole family, his kids, his wife, his ex. And again, that's seemingly so. And then you watch other videos on people talking about, I'm going to buy myself this weapon and I'm going to confront this person. Even if you don't say anything to me, I'm going to still shoot you. I'm like, something is out of order. I just don't understand that it can't be just the left. I mean, we have right-leaning people saying some outrageous shit as well, but nothing in comparison to this. There has to be a social decline happening, like worldwide or here in the United States. I mean, you can associate it with the food and the water we're drinking, probably, but the reaction of people being super sensitive over a man winning and then lying about all of the things he's going to do. Again, right now, supposedly being told to report to the nearest plantation. I didn't get that text yet. I'm a little disappointed I didn't get that text, by the way, but nonetheless, I didn't get it. Then you have people saying that women's rights are going to end automatically. I'm like, wait, what? So January 20th, he signs policies. Women are going to go right back into the kitchen and start making sandwiches and shit. Half these women can't even cook anyway, so I don't even want that. Not the point. But the point is, a lot of women seem to think that their rights are going to end that day. I'm like, what is going on? Like, where did this irrational thinking come from? And how did this irrational thinking turn into wanting to harm people to a point where you no longer talk to them, where you put them in the ground forever? The guy that didn't want to talk, that doesn't want to talk to his family anymore, he says he's spitting on their grave. That's like some next level shit. There's not talking to your family anymore and then spitting on their grave. I don't know what is going on, but there's definitely something amiss. I mean, I've never seen this kind of decline in society this fast. I've never seen people react to somebody winning an election and then losing their shit and shaving their heads and talking about poisoning people using this substance. I'm going to put it here. I'm like, it's some shit they used in the 17th century to poison people. I mean, all kinds of shit. And then meanwhile, we're focused on this, and Iran just developed or weaponized fentanyl, or fentanyl-like substance that has a triple fold of that. You put that in a device, the device goes boom, and then fentanyl's in the air and it kills everybody else that's incapacitates them or kills them. That's some new shit while we're all focusing on the liberals crying. But the liberals crying is a concern because it's not funny anymore. It was funny to watch them cry, carry on screaming in their camera, but now they're talking about threats. Now, whether those threats are real or not, that remains to be seen. But a guy who just offed his family because of Trump's America, that's dangerous. And if one guy did it, how many other people are going to do it? Now, I'm not saying that these guys are going to, turn to the streets and start harming us, though I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, in my video, I said that that's a possibility that can happen. But now watching videos of people talking about bird dogging our asses, I'm like, they're out there calling for people to commit these atrocities on other people who voted for somebody they didn't like. That is a problem. And I know a lot of you guys, not a lot, but some of you guys took issue with my video on how they're not going to seek out Republicans or come to our homes. Meanwhile, they'd already put that out there. And I didn't even know that until yesterday when I started looking up liberal threats and I saw that video. I was like, so I was partially right. I mean, again, it hasn't happened yet. But the point to that, bringing that up, guys, is lack of imagination is why you're going to find yourself in a shitty situation. 9/11, the fact that the United States had a lack of imagination for that kind of attack is why we were caught with our pants down. And that was the gist of the 9/11 report. So again, guys, as a prepper in the prepper community, I try to think of anything and everything, just so that when it happens, I can actually adapt to it and or react to it accordingly. When you are taken by surprise and you're like, shit, that's the moment where your brain's trying to figure out what to do. And that moment can last up to a second to like a minute or two too long, trying to process what the hell's going on. This is why I talk about these things, not because I'm trying to scare people. I'm trying to let you guys realize, or have you guys realize, that anything is fucking possible. And as we are seeing a lot of these threats, I'm doing a separate video on that, and you're going to see some of those threats in the video, you're going to be like, holy shit, this is fucking real. And this is getting bad, and it's not even funny anymore. And again, the shaving your head, when I saw that, I was like, okay. But then the not having sex, not dating, because of an election, something is wrong, and it's in their eyes. And I would like for help to identify what this is, because this isn't funny anymore. It was funny after the election. It's not funny now come Sunday, whatever the fuck it is, the 9th or the 10th. It isn't funny anymore. It's just like, this is getting out of control. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.
Oh shit. Oh, bitch. Okay. Alright. Fuck if I know. Just going back here and see what's going on the feed. I gotta pee. I gotta pee. All right, well, fuck that. We gotta see this shit.
UFO journalist George Knapp's new documentary on Netflix just arrived over the weekend and got some pretty amazing footage from it.
What is going on here?
One in particular is a USO, which is considered an unidentified submerged object. That's right. They show a light going down into the water and then glowing. Have to admit, it's quite astonishing. And what a great way to introduce our sponsor for today's video when we're talking about journalism. And again, real investigative journalism, unbiased journalism. Because you see, I hate politics, y'all, to be honest with you, because you never know what's true and what's not, which is why I have partnered up with Straight Arrow News for today's video, because Straight Arrow News gives it to you straight. I find it important to use because I can't tell left-leaning, right-leaning, how things are going to go, right? So with this website and available app, you can get to the truth. Because Straight Arrow News serves you, not an agenda, so you can make the most informed decisions. Straight Arrow News is committed to unbiased, fact-based journalism in an environment where media mistrust is at an all-time high. I agree with that. With today's divisive political and media environments, our goal of serving you, not any party's agenda, is even more critical. I definitely agree with that. By approaching every issue from an objective middle ground and highlighting underreported stories, we aim to empower you with the facts and provide context. I mean, who doesn't want to get this, right? They've got a website and an app where you can clearly see what is left-leaning, right-leaning, and then what is just straight down the middle, which is why I love using Straight Arrow News, and I highly recommend you use it as well. It's absolutely perfect for what we're doing here at Vetted on this channel.
Well, I don't know
love
what that's got to do with this
product. I'll put a link in the description for the website.
Underwater UFO.
Download. So go to san.com/vetted. Again, that's san.com/vetted, VETTED. You're not only supporting me, but you're supporting the hardworking journalism that takes place on Straight Arrow News. Now, I will say this. Something kind of interesting, all right, is they play two different versions of the clip. Now, you'll see what I mean. First, I'm going to play the uninterrupted clip, right? The entire thing, and let's go from there. I mean, come on. This is an exciting clip, right? You see it clearly glowing light, right? And then it just slips into the water and then starts to glow, right? Now, I will say a few things about this, which is kind of interesting, all right? So we're going to get to that second clip. But one, this is in episode number 4, titled The Counter Report. And in this episode, George is sitting with a scuba diver, right, who is an underwater archaeologist or something along those lines. And what's interesting is they're talking about it like it's some sort of, overnight crew that's watching the ocean, right, that they have some sort of surveillance going at all times, right? But if you pay attention to how the camera moves, that's kind of interesting. Maybe it's on a buoy of some sort. That's why it's moving like that. But it almost looks handheld, which means like what this dude, people are just standing out there in shifts, holding a handheld. You wouldn't use a tripod. So more information about how that was shot would be interesting, which they don't reveal. And I've never seen this clip anywhere. And it was something they captured and shared, right? But like I said, in the second version, right? So first they play it sort of interrupted and have George and this other gentleman talking in between it, right? And then at the end of that segment, they play right? The clip. And the reason I'm not showing the whole thing is because Netflix will copyright that. So I had to be very careful and test what exactly I could share. And I found no copyright issues, up to the point of me sharing this. So again, let's look at the way they show it originally, which is just sort of broken up. All right. So you'll see it sort of, you'll see the differences. I'm going to put spaces in between each different little clip that they played. And there's one in particular that just is a little different. Now, it's in that very last part there that I noticed a difference. The stars, that's what really stuck out to me. Now, it does seem like it's sort of a longer clip that they broke up, and then when they showed, quote unquote, the full clip, they left out that part at the end that showed the stars. Now,
Good. All right, let's see what we got going on. Yeah, I've lost the thread entirely. I don't know why I don't know why I went live again. To be real, because yeah, other people want me to do other stuff, and my phone's gonna ding and ding and ding until I do other stuff for other people. So, yeah.
It's just not going to have any kind of
I'm just going to have to come out and say it. Now, don't be mad, but I'm a little bit of a racist.
Oh, really? You're a racist.
Yep.
No, you're not.
What?
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I'm a huge racist.
No, you're not.
I am. I'm racist every day. All the time.
Well, call me the N-word.
What? Why?
Call me the N-word. Don't you dare.
I love slaves.
You love slaves.
I love slavery.
And what is it exactly that you love about slavery?
I think it's awesome that you people, not you people. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Just want to state for the record, any dislikes of this video is considered a microaggression, and I will
I call the cops. I tell them you beat me.
kill you. With kindness, obviously, with kindness. The kind of kindness that kills people. You know, maybe that's where that comes from. Is that where the saying comes from? Kill them with kindness? Is there like a version of kindness that actually kills people. By the way, I know there's a lot going on. Okay, I understand there's a lot happening. It's a vibe. So if you're not vibing with it, then you can vibe the fuck off this video. Respectfully. Toodles. Now, I can't see a goddamn thing with those. I just wanted... That's why I don't buy nice things. This isn't your standard Darth News video, but then again, there is no such thing as a standard Darth News video. This is just repeat, copy, paste, eat, pray, love content. These videos can be a bit jarring and a bit unpredictable. Kind of like my cold sores. My cold sore, like herpes? And fuck, what are you talking? It's not fucking, it's not herpes. That is not herpes. Now look, I understand that these videos can be a bit jarring. A bit all over the place, scatterbrained. It's a hodgepodge of bullshit. It's a whole lot of nothing. Connecting a whole bunch of dots that just all lead to this center. And the center is just a post-it note that says nothing. That's the kind of videos I make now. I make nothing videos. See, I don't really talk about anything anymore because when I try to say something real,
I'm a fucking cop killer. If I saw you walking down the street, I'd fucking kill you. I'd kill your fucking kids. I'd kill your fucking wife.
Something meaningful, something that'll stick. I'm either wrong or people think I'm stupid. So no more opinions from me. No more. The days of me having my own thoughts, feelings, and opinions and beliefs are gone. Those days are, they're way behind me.
That's what she said.
From now on, I'm just going to drag you along for my own morbid amusement and see how much of this nothing you can take.
That's what she said.
You know, I can just talk and talk and talk and just say nothing. Very well. A lot of people love it when I talk about nothing. And when I talk about nothing, there's nothing to worry about. There's no risks, no chance of being deplatformed or deleted.
This is when I have a microphone. I should probably have it with me.
If I say nothing,
Oh, I'm gonna have to get in the shower.
then there's nothing to worry about.
I shouldn't even be live.
That's deep. That is some profound shit. I have not even, whoa. Dude, that, the LSD's kicking in. Now, even though I do get a whole bunch of really nasty comments here and there, nobody really agrees with them. I wish there could be like a little chat room of all the people that leave nasty comments just to like shit talk me. But I don't give a fuck. Oops. That's problematic. I can't swear. I don't give a frick if people like me or not. I don't give a flying fire truck if someone doesn't agree with my opinions or doesn't understand my vision. That shenanigans doesn't bother me. I prefer it more further back. That kind of stuff doesn't really get to me. You see, what gets to me are trans people and midgets who think they can take you on in a fight, and Judas Priest. The reason I'm going to talk about nothing from here on out isn't because I care about what you think of me. If I cared about that, or if I gave any thought towards that,
Fuck. Oh, there we go. I got audio again. I don't know where it
then I
went.
would get
I'm
really
glad it's back.
insecure and self-conscious and
Who knows what? Camera on.
just have this incredible snowball effect of doubt that just builds and builds and until it comes crashing down off that
I
mountain.
feel that, baby boy. All of it.
Depression. That mountain of depression.
Mm-hmm.
If I give too much thought into what
Don't worry,
people
it's
think about
fine.
me, I guess I would just have to. But we're not
I'm
gonna
not
do
busy
that.
anyway.
Because
What I'm doing isn't
from
important.
this day forth, the reason why I have turned a new leaf, why I will no longer be
What
problematic,
I'm doing
why I
doesn't
will
matter.
no longer
So
voice my opinions about
should be
anything ever.
doing what
especially
other
news.
people want me to do.
And the Zionists and the Goyams. Hey, two
Need to
Jews
sell all these
are walking
fucking
through the park.
cameras.
They cross paths. They see they're each wearing a yarmulke. They're like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man?" They're speaking some kind of Yiddish, and in their secret language, they ask each other, "How's business?" And at the same time, they both go, "Great." And they just kept walking. I should just get the fuck out. I should get the fuck out of here. Don't want to get JFK'd. Don't want to get 9/11, if you know what I'm saying. Don't want to get Jeffrey Epstein. Oh! Did that look real? That looked pretty fucking real. Felt real. My knee hurts. I mean, sure, there's carpet, but that's solid cement underneath it, and it's only like a 1/4 inch thick carpet. My wife's pussy's got more. All I'm saying is I've cleaned a few carpets in my day that are a bit more full than the carpet I'm standing on. Softer. You know what I mean? It's bullshit. I'm not one of those weirdos. I don't mind a little bit of a bush. Honey, talking to you. I would only be talking to you. I know, you're embarrassed. Just lay back and just finish masturbating. Cross the line. Cross the line. Cross the line. But at least she's not on the internet like iDubbbz is fucking. Okay, I need to take a seat because this asshole is sore. Yeah, did I mention every dislike is a microaggression? Retard. Okay, enough fucking around. Oh shit. Fuck up. All right, enough screwing around. No more funny business. I'm gonna give it to you straight, not gay. Here's the deal. The reason why I'm going to be censoring myself and not being, well, me. Fucking mosquito. The reason why I'm no longer fuck him is because by the grace of God or by the sick, dark, morbid humor of God, this channel has been approved for monetization. I have officially joined the partnership program. Now, before you get all excited and woo, I went through my entire catalog of videos, and they were all kind of breaking YouTube rules and guidelines. So I deleted some and I privated a bunch before I reapplied. And this was out of the blue. Like I had never been given a second chance to reapply for this channel. The first time I applied for the monetization on this channel, I was granted it almost immediately, and then within 24 hours, I was removed from the partnership program. But after they demonetized this channel, I kind of just gave up. Like when you're demonetized, it's like, well, who gives a shoot? Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna do and say whatever I want with no consequence because I'm already demonetized. What are you gonna delete my channel? Fine. Go ahead, do it.
Do it.
And 2.5 years later, I get an email saying, you are now eligible to reapply for the YouTube Partnership Program. So as I stated in my community post, I reapplied. And it took almost an entire week, but it finally happened. I clicked on the YouTube Studio app, opened it up, and it said, congratulations, you're a YouTube partner. And the last time they pulled this cruel stunt on me, it only lasted for 24 hours. The excitement, the sweet, juicy ad revenue only lasted for 24 hours. So I'm not going to say I have my hopes up, but the fact that I removed almost all of my videos, sorry, in order to have a clean slate, I think was worth it. So this channel from here on out, you know what I mean, is just not going to have any kind of weird edits or copyrighted music or profane or offensive language. We're not going to make fun of black people or Jews or special needs retards or Zionists or white liberals. We're white MAGA supporters. We're just going to dig a hole, our own rabbit hole. This channel is going to become something new, something different, something provocative, yet classy. You know, we're not going to go full.
I love electric school buses. I just love them for so many reasons. Maybe because I went to school on a school bus. Hey, raise your hand if you went to school on a school bus, right?
We're not going to go full basic. Wrong movie. Basic Instinct. We're not going to go full Basic Instinct. We're going to go. We're going to do things completely improvised, and I have no idea how it's going to go. But I do know that I'm going to play it so to the book, so by the rules. Maybe say a little. I'll slide in a little, you know, here and there. A Jew joke here or there, but not too many. Just a couple of Jew jokes, but just. All right. Okay. You want to hear a joke? It's not a Jew joke, but I got a joke. Actually, it's not a joke. It's.
Do you pray every day?
I do pray every day. I do pray every day, sometimes twice a day. I grew up. So we grew up at a little neighborhood church in Oakland, 23rd Avenue Church of God, and I was raised to believe in a loving God, to believe that your faith is a verb. You know, you live your faith, and that the way that one should do that is that your work and your life's work should be to think about how you can serve in a way that is uplifting other people, that is about caring for other people. And that guides a lot of how I think about my work and what is important.
Okay, so I almost forgot to mention, the reason why I'm playing it so close to the wall, why I'm playing
You just
it so
sitting
close
here?
to the book, why I'm playing it by the rules,
In front of the house?
is because I just want to.
I want to be a whale psychiatrist.
Now, I'm not
I
going
just want to be a well psychiatrist too.
That's unfortunate. We're not going to go full. Damn, nigga, we ain't gonna go full paid in full in this shit. Full. You're full of shit. We're gonna keep it classy.
Classy.
Now, I know you guys enjoy my editing skills.
Better than mine.
That's more like wishful thinking. Regardless, if you prefer the edited type of content, like the really edited content, go to Darth News, because this channel is not for that. This channel is where I do nothing for a specific allotted amount of time, and at the end of it, you're going to feel nothing.
I don't exist. So,
But I'll get paid. So it's like a win-win. Damn, I don't even know why I have a backpack on. I don't even use it for nothing. I just use it for the video, I guess to pretend to put on the image that I wear backpacks, but I'm not in fucking middle school, so why the
Oops. I mean, how is this to be?
when I wear a back, I wouldn't wear a backpack. Look, here's the skinny. All right, I'm gonna give it to you straight. No
Okay, I
joke.
see lights.
The telemarketers and the
We're gonna go
robocalls and texts are just out of control,
Right.
especially for this political race. I get 10 texts from Kamala and 5 texts from Trump and 2 from Joe Rogan
There
and
we
1
go.
from Tucker Carlson
We went
almost
somewhere.
every day.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
they are really texting me. And they want me to go buy shit and take polls and they're calling me, you know. So I decided enough was enough, okay? I don't have time
Or not.
while I'm
Or not.
watching
This
my
one?
daughter sleep in her crib to deal with people calling me,
Yeah.
bothering me,
There are
unsolicited,
so many ones where they
unwarranted,
just are
unwanted.
sitting there.
So I said I had enough.
Okay.
And what I did next may shock you. Okay, all right. Enough with the act. There's
Yum.
this bit I do whenever a
Great.
telemarketer calls me and it says like potential spam, risk level, like
having an
low,
awesome
high.
time
Whenever it's
doing
high
awesome
or medium, I
things.
answer it just for the sheer morbid amusement. I have to. I gotta fuck with people. So
I did exactly what you asked. Hello, I did it. It's over. It's done. I fucking killed him.
when I get a good old little unwanted phone call from someone who purchased my information through some illegal means or legal, I don't know. I don't read the fine print. And they want me to take a poll, or they want me to switch my phone service, or they want me to wire them all of my money to a bank account in India.
Yes.
Regardless of the person calling,
Wire the
I
money.
just have to let them know that, you see, when you call
Wire
somebody,
it.
you never know what kind of crazy shit they're in the middle of.
Wire it now.
You just never know. So what I do when I get a potential spam phone call, they usually answer, and it's in an Indian voice.
Hello, my name is
Hello,
Dave.
sir, what are you doing today? One of those, right? And I answered that phone call while screaming at the top of my lungs, saying,
I fucking killed him, man. I fucking killed him. There's blood everywhere, man. There's fucking blood everywhere. Where's my family? Where's my family, you fuck?
I turn on the Oscar-worthy performance, right?
Where's my fucking family?
And I just hang up. And then I call them back, and I'm like, where are my fucking children? And they're like, oh no, don't call this boy, don't call this man anymore. He's crazy. This motherfucker is crazy. Very difficult to do the accent with the mask on. The mask really muffles the voice. I'm telling you. Doris, just take the mask off. You know what?
What do you want me to die? Because that's where I am.
Why don't you just take off that shitty fucking attitude?
He deserves some respect.
Why?
All right, look, I don't care what you think of him personally as a person, but you gotta respect.
I'm gonna just go out on a limb here and say that there's no way I'm gonna be able to keep this channel monetized. It's just, there's no way. I love Scrubbin' Muffins way too much.
What?
Oh, Scrubbin' Muffins?
What?
Well, when 2 women take off their pants and they make a scissor and they scrub. You know what? I just realized that after eating all those mushrooms, that life is just a bowl of soup. To worship, it's just a trip. Some people think I have a dirty mind, but I suffer from a sexy. Imagine all the people taking full responsibility.
Never gonna happen.
In a video. All right, not gonna lie, I'm kind of slowly losing my mind, and I think it's kind of evident. People in the comments saying, "Oh, you look burned out." Blah, 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 blah. But no, I think it's true. I am losing my mind because every day that passes, I become more and more convinced of 2 things. Just mean 2.
Oh,
1, Stevie Wonder isn't blind. And 2, Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder are the same person. I bet you no one has thought about this conspiracy. I'm so smart.
Wow, you beat a 12-year-old.
Thank goodness.
12 years old. You have more time in the day to play. I live in the real world, my man, with bills and responsibilities.
How much dip would a dipshit shit if a dipshit could shit dip? out of his nip. Excuse me, Mr. Elevator Doorman. Would you mind telling me what level of hell we're at right now? Floor 9?
Yeah.
Ninth circle. Ninth circle of hell. I see what you did there. We're living in the ninth circle of hell, which I hear is the circle to be in. It's just a non-stop circle jerk, a satanic circle jerk. It's just, they just get jerked off until their dicks fall off, and then they grow a new dick, and then it just
Sounds about right.
They're just getting jerked off until it falls off, and it's painful. This is the ninth circle jerk of hell. Did I say I wanted to keep this channel monetized? Is that what that's how I started the video. Definitely not how I'm going to finish it. That's what she said. Yeah. Hi. Darth here. Don't mean to brag, but I can literally forget what I'm doing while I'm doing it. Yeah. Okay, that's enough for today. We'll worry about tomorrowing tomorrow. Oh, shut the fuck up, Tina. You know what? I hope you trip over your shoelaces while your hands are in your pockets. I find it strange how everyone always tells me the same damn thing. Oh, don't worry, Darth. When one door closes, another one will open. Oh, will it? Well, why can't I just open that fucking closed door? Isn't that how doors work?
All right, well.
Why do I have to go through another one? Why can't I just reopen it?
My life is no way and organized enough to do.
Like my laptop at 4 in the morning while I'm all coked out. I'm fucking with you. I'm trucking with you. I don't do cocaine. Okay, cocaine does me. Yeah, it's not even mutually beneficial. Like cocaine gets higher off Darth than Darth, I speak in third person, does off cocaine. Look, plain and simple, I'm responsible for what I say. That's true. However, I'm not responsible for how you interpret what I say. I.e., which, for all you NPCs, is, for example, how that works. I don't know. I don't fucking know, but it just does, okay? But for example, I could say I really want to have a fag right now. What does that mean? Does it mean I want to have anal intercourse with a man? I mean, or do I want to smoke a cigarette? If you picked the homoerotic, aggressive, violent anal sex, you were wrong. Well, if I were to be, yo, dude, I'm craving a fag. All right, let me say it with the accent because it makes it okay.
You just chew my fingers apart.
I've been craving a fag for a long fucking time, right? I've been craving a fag for a fucking minute. I've been craving to smoke this fag.
Monkey.
Do you see what I see? A crazy person trying to wake up everyone. I can sleep anywhere, but the one place I can't get a good night's sleep is at a hospital. Let me fucking tell you. Let me tell you the solution to a good night's sleep at a hospital. You just go around and turn off all those annoying beeping fucking sounds. All those machines, just turn them all off. And everybody, and I mean everyone, would have a much, much better night's sleep. Including the guy who pretended to be mentally unstable in order to get antipsychotic medication to sell to my retarded brother, half-brother. He's also half-black. He's a half-black retard. Now, I don't know about all of you, but I'm the type of person that when my doorbell rings, I have to answer the door. I don't even look through the. I have to open the door and make contact. I don't even care if it's a serial killer If they're like, stay indoors, barricade the doors, there's a serial killer on the loose.
Yeah.
Michael Myers is coming to kill you. Darth News, he's coming for you. I would still open the door, even under that threat. Because I have to know. Just like I have to be the first one to push the button on an elevator. I don't even, like, I make myself so big, like, I fill up space that's not even there. When I'm on an elevator, it's like my personal bubble just expands. I'm like, get the fuck away. Don't you fucking step foot in this direction. I will push, what floor? What floor? 11? There's only 7 floors. I was watching the original Lion King with my daughter the other day.
Freaked out.
And like Mufasa fell off that cliff and it was like 25 feet. Motherfucker died. I think Disney dropped the ball because last I checked, cats land on their feet. And if they don't, they still have 8 more lives. That's not me trying to be funny. I'm just saying it's a letdown.
It don't matter because it don't matter to nobody.
Can somebody please? But again, I need someone to Google, is it normal to menstruate twice a month if you're a biological male? Okay, because last 7 months, there have been Texas chainsaw massacres up in this bitch. I have just been gushing.
Yeah.
I'm just making
all
sure.
right, well,
forget about it. Oh shit, really? Amber Heard? She died? Well, shit. What a fucking year this week has been. Am I right? You know when you sit down to take a shit in a public restroom and someone's on the other side of the door, like just the next cell over? You know, it's super quiet and you both know that you're going to make some noise. But before you let it rip, there's an extremely awkward moment.
You and I both know that
the true quiet before the storm. But once
ain't nobody
you
gonna
let
let
it
me
rip,
actually do any of this. I gotta go.
then it's like the fucking shit Olympics. Who can rip it the loudest? But someone's got to break the ice. You never want to be the first one to break the ice in an awkward poop off. Especially when people are waiting, because those are the only 2 stalls at the Diddy house. Yeah, I was having a really shitty morning yesterday on my way to work. And you know, it was kind of gloomy out, but there was a cold draft, like a pretty strong breeze. And I just see this thing like flying in the wind on the sidewalk, and I thought it was a leaf because it's fall and there's a million leaves blowing around, but it just looked a little different. And I'm telling you, I was having a shitty day, and I found a $5 bill. Right? It's real. Trust me, it's real. I found this $5 bill, and my whole day just was amazing. I felt great the whole day. All it took was $5, and I was just like, wow. I don't want to kill myself anymore. It's just that $5 bill literally probably saved my life. So what I'm getting at is, if you want to help donate to this content, to the Do Not Kill Yourself Fund. Oh man, we are taking donations. We are definitely taking donations. You can become a producer, assistant producer, executive producer, co-producer, associate producer. You can be a producer of this show if you give me money. Because I guarantee you, YouTube is not gonna pay up. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, dude, no. I grew up in Detroit. The summers were fucking hot. Like it would get to like 102 degrees and it's just humid as shit. And that's like the middle of July and you just want to go to the pool, you know, with your friends. Your friends are white, right? But you get to the fucking community pool and you can't even see the water. It just looks like a giant bowl of Cocoa Puffs. That was a little racist. What did the Jews say to the what did the Jews say to the Palestinian? Excuse me, is this your home?
Do I have audio still? I do, for what it's worth. Yeah. I don't even know what we're doing now. Right. This is beyond random. Now. Not feeling super great about today. Here, fuckers, watch some Danny Jones. I'll probably get copyrighted.
Welcome back, man. Hey, it's been a year. Been a little over a year. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Last time you came on here, we talked about your documentary on Rua. Yeah. And shockingly enough, today is the 20-year anniversary of the Rua Zimbabwe.
Yep, the 30th, actually.
Oh, it's the 30th anniversary.
30th anniversary, and it was yesterday, September 16th.
Oh, it was yesterday, September 16th.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
1994.
1994.
That's wild, man.
Yeah. I think about those kids a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. What they've gone through, what they're going through.
Mm-hmm. I've been talking to a lot of people over the last year about this topic. And, you know, it's there's something strange. I feel like I've made some sort of a connection over the last few months after talking with Whitley and talking with Michael Masters that if this whole phenomena, this abduction phenomena is actually real and it's not just inside people's heads, that it was some sort of reproductive experimenting that was going on. Right, because it every single case has something to do with reproduction, and like I told you on the phone earlier, it feels like, and like I talked with Whitley, it seems like it has stopped since the early 2000s because you don't hear about these cases anymore. You don't hear all the big abduction cases. They happened in the 90s and the 80s and the 70s. So I think Betty and Barney Hill were in the 60s, but not anymore. It's not a topic. It's not a new topic anymore. It doesn't seem like.
I think it's been, as far as I'm aware, it's still happening. Just from people I know that are working on it, investigating it, even conversations with people recently, because I've been getting a lot of people contacting me from the film.
From what film? From the Rua film?
From the aerial phenomenon. Yeah.
Right.
Yep. So yeah, I think it's just not being covered in a serious way. I don't know why people are saying that. That's what puzzles me. Like,
well, I don't see it anywhere.
Well, it's not. You're not seeing it in the public,
right?
But I've been hearing about it for nothing has changed as far as I'm concerned. It's just not being. It is being studied through MUFON and different organizations and different private, investigators.
Why don't you think it's being, the people that are still having these experiences are not currently like talking about it publicly?
I don't think people realize like how disturbing these events are. to be honest with you. You know, there's a lot of people out there. I mean, just if you can imagine it, which I don't think you can actually imagine it, anything close to what the reality is like, boy, it makes life difficult for people. And I have to give so many people a lot of credit who've spoken out in the past, who are continuing to speak out.
Sure. Give people credit for
sharing their stories. And I just don't think people realize how impactful something like that is. Mm-hmm. You can see it in the wild. I always compare it to the wildlife and wild animals and nature, because we can see how another creature that runs into me in the woods, which has happened many times, and how they react to me, you know, particularly when you're out in far out places in Alaska where they don't see a lot of human beings, or even in Africa where human beings are kind of rare, you know, not everywhere, but in certain locations. And they have a very strong reaction of fear, fight, flight, or freeze, you know, one of those things. And I've experienced it a lot. So I think human beings actually go through a very similar process with these creatures.
Saying like maybe there's some sort of internal processing that has to happen before somebody can actually talk about this, especially publicly.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is very, very hard to go public. I know quite a few people that have, and the consequences you pay for that, you know. Unfortunately, in the past, there was a lot of ridicule, being diagnosed as crazy or schizophrenic or bipolar, you know, the list goes on. It's been going on since the 70s, really, is when they started to try to medically diagnose these people. So the crazy part, these are witnesses to something,
right?
You know, and how it's been, how they've been handled and treated is completely wrong. It's really, I don't know what to say about that. It's just...
Well, so for people that aren't aware, the last time you were in the studio was, I think it was spring of 2023. You came in, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was April or May, maybe.
Before the hearings, yeah.
April, May, yeah. When were the hearings?
July 26th.
They were, yeah, it was definitely before the hearings last year. You came in here and we discussed your documentary Aerial Phenomenon about the 1994 Ru of Zimbabwe encounters with the kids in the school there. And then we stopped recording, and then you let me know about all these experiences you have had throughout your life, and you, unbeknownst to me, which is my fault, being a terrible researcher and being terrible at prepping, you were literally on an Oprah episode that has millions of views online about your experiences, and John Mack dedicated a whole section of his abduction book to you, which I read immediately after that podcast. And I called you up and I was like, Randall, we have to re-record this podcast. Like, this is unbelievable that we didn't talk about this. And you didn't want to do it. So we did it, but you're back, and I know there's certain things that you are uncomfortable with discussing as far as like intimate details of your experiences, but can you lay out for people basically like how this whole thing started for you?
Wow, man, I really didn't want to talk about it, you know, like, because it's not about me.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's about all of us, in a sense. So I've been trying to help bring this to people's awareness. I did it for my entire life, and still am. And I'm trying to, yeah, it's not been easy, that's for sure. And I didn't really want to talk about it. I think a lot has happened since our last interview. You know, we had the hearings, and then things got really crazy after that.
Yeah, and what during those hearings, what was the biggest takeaway from those hearings? I feel like so much has happened between now and then. I don't even remember. Like it's just like this world is so chaotic. Like they're trying to kill the president, and then we forget about that because the Olympics are going crazy and they're having people reenact biblical scenes with Apollo, and it's such a circus we're living in right now. It's such a weird reality. So, yeah, do you remember what the takeaway from those hearings was?
Yeah, I got there. I drove. I just got to tell you, I got there.
Oh, you were there?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
I sure as hell was going to be there. I sure as hell was going to be there. So when I heard about it, a good friend of mine told me it was happening, and I drove, I think, from Tennessee, where I was screening the film, all night or whatever, I forget. And I got there and I got in line the night before. I was first in line. Damn straight I was going to be first in line. So, because you know when you actually see these things, when you actually experience them, and have to go through that process of dealing with it yourself, and getting beyond the disbelief that is in yourself that these things are real. I mean, that's part of it too. A lot of people, it's so mind blowing, and people don't understand like how impactful those experiences are. So when I got to the hearings, I was sitting next to Tim Gallaudet. Is that his name? The Navy Admiral, Rear Admiral.
Oh, I'm not sure.
He's been speaking quite a bit. And
Tim Gallaudet, something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I got to say, those people who are coming out from the military side are, you know, they just deserve a lot of credit.
This fella?
For what they Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And so I think what came out at those hearings, you had Ryan Graves, David Grush, David Fravor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you got two Top Gun guys.
Yeah.
One's an instructor at Top Gun. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Grush is, you know, top of the intelligence chain. And they're being honest about what they've seen. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the things that moved me as I was there were the things that David Grush had found out, because that all rang true to me, because I knew before that what he was saying, all those things were true. So, I mean, I cannot tell you the bravery. I have such respect for those people. You know, David, all of them. Lou Elizondo, David Grush, Ryan Graves, and Dave Fravor. And that's just a few, because since that time, so many more people have come forward, and I just, hats off to them. I really personally appreciate it, and I know there's a lot of people out there who've seen these things that feel the same way. Like, thank you so much. Finally, after all this time and all this effort people have put in to try to bring it to the public, because that's kind of what it's about. It's not about yourself. It's not about your own ego BS. It is about all of us, our entire species. Yeah, so the takeaway from that was, oh my God, we're in a different day. I mean, since that time, we've had a lot more just incredibly brave people coming forward to share what they know. And I know it's not an easy, none of this is easy, none of it. It's not going to be easy for a while to confront this.
For who?
I think for everybody, to be honest. It's definitely not easy right now for a lot of people that have had encounters, because a lot of people who've had encounters with these things want to block it out because it's so disturbing. It changes your worldview. It's ontological shock, which people are using that quite a bit now, and it's true. John Mack used it back in the 90s. I think he actually had a good grasp on what it would do to humans, you know.